Do you remember the Vivo Apex smartphone? The one that they unveiled a couple of years ago where they showcased a bunch of their tech, but it wasn't really available to buy in the market. Well, that's gonna change very soon because Vivo has come up with the Apex 2020, their newly upgraded phone with all the newer technologies that they've unveiled over the years. And yeah, based on what I've seen, it's gonna be a pretty impressive phone when it comes out. So here are the key things you should know about the Apex 2020 phone. Well, possibly the most striking thing about this is the design. Vivo has completely done away with all the physical ports and basically any cutout on the phone, and that includes the speaker grill. So this phone no longer has any kind of holes or access points to the internals. So they've kind of reached this portless phone design that Apple has been slowly progressing towards from the past few years. Their new display covers all of the edges, and they call this the 120-degree full view edgeless display. They've even removed the physical buttons on the side and have been replaced with a pressure sensitive area which can be customized based on the application that you're using. So it's a lot similar to the Mi Mix Alpha smartphone that we've seen with the wraparound display. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of these curved displays. Being someone who has used a curved display phone for the past 2.5 years, I wish my Galaxy Note didn't have a curved screen. But I've seen how other people react to my phone when they see it, so I definitely get the appeal. They've also managed to successfully include a camera underneath the display, the concept of which we had seen before from companies like Oppo and Xiaomi. So while they remain as 30-second concept videos on their social media, Vivo has went ahead and made a fully fledged phone, which is working now. They've done this by adjusting the opacity of the display which is covering the camera and only revealing the camera when the user is actually in need of it. Vivo has went ahead and made a bold claim that this under-screen camera produces clearer pictures than a normal front camera. So I guess they're using a different kind of material as a protective film than just Gorilla Glass, because they are claiming it's clearer and sharper than ever before. Of course, we have to see how clear it actually is when it comes out, but for now I guess we can take their word. Now, since they have done away with the speakers, Vivo is using the screen soundcasting technology to vibrate the display itself to produce sound, very similar to what we saw with the piezoelectric speakers on the Xiaomi Mi Mix series. So if those speakers were anything to go by, we know that they act as tiny loudspeakers, meaning that anyone who's close to you will still be able to hear your phone calls. And the quality on those wasn't that great, even though you could hear it very well in a quiet room. It's not something that you could use on a noisy outdoor area. Of course, we don't know how exactly they have implemented this. They have just said that it's some kind of third generation technology. But based on my experience with the in-display speakers, it vibrates the phone a lot and it doesn't sound as punchy and clear as a normal speaker would. But But that's just my experience with current technology. Maybe new things have been better, I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's what Vivo is saying. And since this phone doesn't have any USB port to charge, they have completely switched over to a 60 watt wireless charging solution. That's pretty crazy because 60 watt wireless charging is faster than most wired charging methods. And this special wireless charging stand that they have designed, it keeps the phone cool and regulates the temperatures to allow them to achieve this speed. And I have no doubts about that. We've already seen this kind of tech from Oppo and Huawei, so I don't see any reason why Vivo wouldn't come up with something of their own. They call this the Vivo Super Flash Charge. It sounds very similar to the Super VOOC Charge or Flash Charge that we've seen from OnePlus and Oppo. I mean, after all, they're all companies operating under the same parental wing, so I'm not really surprised that they share same nomenclature for their tech. And possibly the biggest improvement, the one that has gotten me most excited, is the camera system on the back. So they've included just two camera sensors here, and the reasoning for them is very simple. The first sensor is a new way of zooming into photos. Zoom photography has been pretty popular lately since Huawei and other companies have come up with this periscope zoom camera tech, but Vivo has kind of taken it to a next level. They say that companies introduce multiple camera systems with fixed focal lengths to achieve a zoom effect, which doesn't really match up to the actual quality of the main sensor, which is of course true. We know that the secondary cameras like the ultra-wide or the telephoto cameras included aren't usually as good as the main camera. So instead of introducing 2 to 3 different camera sensors to just achieve a different focal length, they've actually created a revolutionary system which works very similar to a zoom lens that you would typically use on a DSLR camera. So this lens array physically moves with the help of motors inside the camera itself and produces zoom effect. So Vivo says that this is an improvement over the existing periscope camera tech, which we know to be absolutely amazing. So I'm pretty excited to see just how much of an improvement this will be. Using the same high quality sensor with varying focal length is definitely the right way to go instead of having a lower quality sensor with the right focal length. The second camera in this phone is of course their famous gimbal camera. It's a 48 megapixel sensor which incorporates their new and improved gimbal stabilization tech, which we first saw with their Vivo X50 Pro smartphone. They say that they have improved upon the left and right orientation of the phone to give it an even better stabilization. So we saw with the Vivo X50 Pro that that phone's stabilization was unlike anything that we have seen with traditional optical image stabilization systems, meaning that the video was so smooth that it seems like it is stuck on the screen. So Vivo says this is a handheld gimbal built inside a phone, and I completely agree. We've already seen this working in real life, so we have no reason not to believe them when they say that this phone takes the smoothest videos out there. Alongside the hardware, the software has also seen some considerable improvement. Like they have incorporated a new 3 microphone setup to automatically track subjects based on their voice, so only people who are talking will be in focus and the remaining voice will be completely hidden away. So Vivo says that this will be majorly beneficial for people who vlog on their phones on very noisy outdoor environments. So I guess this will be kind of a replacement to the typical shotgun mics that we use to have a highly directional audio. So I guess Vivo's goal is to just enable you to record high quality videos without having to worry about any other tech than just your phone in your pocket. And perhaps the most ambitious tech that they've introduced with the software is the instant photobomb removal. So if you're recording yourself or a target subject somewhere and there are a lot of people walking in the background, this phone can use its built-in AI and remove those people from the background and blend the surroundings with them. So you no longer have to do that masking when you are editing this video. It's all happening on camera itself, so it saves you a lot of work in post-processing. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward standard high-quality flagship with 12 gigs of RAM and a Snapdragon 865 processor. It's turning out to be one of the best phones out there. I am especially interested with the new gimbal camera and the zoom camera tech on the back. Being someone who shoots a lot of video with their phones, I think this would be an amazing phone to have. I don't particularly like their software all too much. If they could do something about their UI, that would have been great. But again, this phone hasn't really come out yet, so we'll have to see how it will be in real life. Well, those were the few things which you had to know about the Vivo Apex 2020, the phone that started out as a concept and imagination, which is now an actual product which people can buy soon. What do you think of this device? Do you think it will be anywhere as amazing as Vivo is describing it, or do you think they are hyping it a little bit too much? I don't know, I'm pretty excited, but I would like to know your thoughts. Leave them in the comments down below, and with that said, until next time, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.